Man, what would you say is your most, in your opinion, like heartfelt project that you put together that you would encourage the viewers to check out who may not be hip to your catalog?
Damn, that's a hard question now.
I guess they each got their own meaning to you, special spot
That
in your heart.
there's something that I've done online or something.
I see you re-uploading like your old stuff from back.
Yeah, cause I had to. Some people just know me from video. They don't know me from the music.
Yeah.
But damn, I would say collectively just my day-to-day videos, because that's something that was a project that took a turn for its own on its own from what I originally started out to do. You know, I was doing those day-to-day videos, but just one of them hit viral. And literally, bro, I was getting 5,000 to 6,000 subscribers a day.
Oh, you're not talking about your music though.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about music. But if you speaking musically,
that's why I'm speaking musically. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't not even transitioning to the YouTube, because people can view you as a YouTube, because I mean your videos do numbers.
Yeah.
So you feel like they perform better than your music did?
Nah, I just think I look at everything I do and what people do is being consolidated. Like I never say one thing outdid the other when this helped that and that catapulted this, but consolidated is just one big body of work. Yeah. So I don't like to pull away from nothing. But
I was talking about album-wise though,
album
or mixtape. They all the same, really.
That's tough. I would say the mixtape, my first mixtape, the Papa Duck mixtape. That was my introduction to the music. You know what I'm saying? When people
think it's most heartfelt.
Yeah, that was like that changed my life. That mixtape, because that mixtape put me on the map, bro, to the point where that shit was like crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you set out to do something and it actually happened, it's unexplainable. To go from nobody knowing you to pulling up to a club and seeing females with their name tattooed on you, with your name tattooed on them. I've seen this over 12 times. I don't even know them, but they have a story of something I've said or wrote that. Because when I do shows, bro, I did shows. I didn't just rap. Ask anybody that did a show with me. They're going to always speak on my show. Because I don't just get up there and rap next song. No, we have skits. We have shit planned. We have people in the crowd. We give you a show. Also, and a lot of shit, we give you experience without the budget. So imagine like you got a big budget like Kanye. Kanye got, that's why I say that's an artist to me. Despite what he do outside of that, but just being able to go places and they know who you is. Like these people left work, got home, babysitters, hair done, outfit, just to come see your ass. I'm from Belgrade, my nigga. How you gonna tell me these people came to see me? Man, I done made promoters so much money, man, it's a shame. I never was greedy, dog. I done dealt with promoters, bro, that I know ain't a promoter. Just a nigga out the street trying to
flip his
money and pull up, man, that bitch ain't dead. He don't really, man, keep that back in, dog. I'm passing through anyway, I'ma fuck with you. And come double back months later, maybe a year. Boy, I need you, boy. Here you go, cause you the only nigga believe in me, dog. That's right. Here you go, bro. I got 5 shows, I need you on all of them. They let me know what the ticket is. Boy, what's up? Boy, that was, cause it wasn't nothing about no money, dog, with me. You know what I'm saying? The money gonna come. That's why I tell niggas. It's the relationship, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between getting money and printing money. You could get money and it's gonna be gone, but when you print money, this one transaction gonna keep you eating in this area for another 2-3 years. That's the printing money. So it's the one about the money. It's just the long haul, bro. In these areas I done been eating out of for years, bro.
Just all in Florida? Well,
you Florida, been in Alabama, Georgia, Texas.
I'm talking like, what's the hot spots for you? Yeah. All around.
I would say region. Florida, Alabama, Mississippi was like, in southern Georgia, We tore them bitches down, bro. We tore them bitches down. And like I say, we hustled it. I used to get, that's why I say a lot of these people with music, I can put them on so much game. Because a lot of them, they, you know, shit done changed.
It's a different day, and it ain't that out the trunk. Yeah. And I mean, you still could do it if you want to, but it's
a
more online, yeah.
It's different. But anything, like I tell people, you give me enough time, I'll figure it out. That's what I always was good at. You give me enough time, I will figure it out. And I'm going to figure out the best way to do it and make it happen. That's it.
No, for sure. Southern region, but I mean, it's like you said, you collaborated with different people. You had a crazy buzz. Why didn't you link up with like a Slip and Slide or an MMG or a
almost
being close to Miami, or even like a Rap A Lot or something like that, you know?
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I almost signed to Slip and Slide. I did a song called Good Pussy. I put Trina on that song.
For sure.
Song did good. Ted from Slip and Slide stepped to me and was like, yo, I like the song. He said, I sign you for the song. That's what he told me.
Like a single deal.
Yeah, well, we haven't even got that far in that conversation, but he was more like, he was jumping on the jet finna go see the Mayweather fight. And I was like, let me think about it. So I hit him back. I was like, well, if we let you get the song, you gonna keep me on the song? He wasn't gonna keep me on the song. But he would have signed me for that. But I was like, nah, because at that time I had Big Gates Records, which is Plies them. Gates was calling me from prison. You know, he wanted to sign me. He wanted to bring me in. He definitely did that. I ain't gonna lie, give a shout out to Gates. He definitely was at me about that. I almost signed to Gotti.
Yo Gotti.
See, like when you do shows with people, you develop like real relationships.
You talking about multiple shows? Huh?
Multiple shows.
Just one show.
Nah, we on the same ticket. That nigga from Florida on the ticket with you again. We on the same tickets. And we going out there doing our thing. We swap numbers. But it was somebody that was in the music business that fucked that up. I ain't gonna call no names. Also, same thing with Ross. Messed that up. And sometimes you could be so big underground till they don't want to bother with you unless you know, at that time we weren't like I'm finna say, I was more so like couldn't figure out why until I figured out the whole music industry. It's just about relationship. It's about who know who. It ain't even about talent. And sometimes you can get so big till they think you want too much. So they'll go to this nigga over here, we'll give him 100,000. You can't give a nigga that if he already making it. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. It never was about the music, but I didn't know that. I'm thinking like, nigga, man, that shit ain't about no damn music. Never was.
Because at one point in time, you was one of the hottest in Florida when you
come tearing that bitch down. I even went to Def Jam. I had a meeting with them, and they telling me when I went up, me and OJ, we did the BET show. At the time, we did a whole New York run.
That's what's up.
We did a meeting at Universal. We did Def Jam. The part that fucked me up when I went to Def Jam was they thought I was already signed.
Like to an independent label or something?
Just period. I didn't understand that. And the conversation was kind of like, man, y'all already doing what y'all, you know, like, it's like we already doing. It's like when you really get there, bro, the anxiety of what you think, that shit go away. It's like, what the fuck? This shit ain't nothing like I thought it was, bro. But it's people who trade favors for favors, and this person know that person, and this person know. So I'm just ain't good at kissing ass. Like, I ain't saying I didn't deal with people, but I ain't the type to just blow with the wind. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do business, let's do business. But I just was like, I bet more. I would bet more on my music than anything. Cause I also knew niggas that was signed that wish they wasn't. You gotta look at it like that too. It ain't all about being signed. So it's all about who they can sign, who got a hot record at the time, and who ain't tied up in a lot of paperwork. It's all about them making money, bro. They can pop anybody they want to pop. I didn't know that. I thought if you rap, you good, you got this going, they gonna fuck with you. Nah. They could get a nigga out of butt fuck Egypt and say, man, we'll get that nigga 20,000. He gonna sign everything over and we gonna run him. One little hot song, come and gone. But we done made $umpteen off this shit.
Do you feel like you already being financially stable is what kind of protected you from making that move?
Yeah, because that's what you want. You want to be in a position. Because like I tell people, when you have to hustle with insurance. And how I hustled with insurance was, if a person called me and want a show, I would send them 1,000 CDs on top of what I'm doing. They'll sell the CDs before I even get there. Now, they done made a good portion of their money off of that. No other artist is doing it. Not only they making money, making the promoter happy, they spreading your music amongst the city. It's a win-win. And they from there. So the people gonna fuck with them. That eliminates a street team. You ain't got to send a street team. Like I say, you give me enough time, I'm going to figure it out.
It's chestnut checkers.
This shit, chestnut checkers, homie. And when you do it like that, you put yourself in a position to win and for people to really fuck with you for years to come. And when you in a position like that, you ain't got to make them rockhead ass moves. Some people be moving out of desperation. I can sit back and be like, nah, I don't want to do that. And I'm going to be good. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have any regrets about not signing?
I have regrets of not being more assertive in certain things because I'm the type of person I kind of used to let shit just play out sometimes. I should have been more like, let me get at this person and let me get at this, you know what I mean? Let me show them that it ain't, you know what I mean? But other than that, I don't regret nothing because what I started out to do, I've super exceeded that shit 1,000,000 times. So in my realm, in my world, and on my level, I made it. That's just how I feel, you know. And it's just, you have to paint your own definition of making it. You know, like I don't have to be on that red carpet to say I made it. Just for me to say the people that I look up to and respect can give me props on what I set out to do. That means more to me than any of these fake ass people. I don't know.
So you feel like you got respect among the who's who when
of course.
Comes to Florida rap?
Of course, you couldn't mention my name or mention Florida without mentioning my name. And anybody you mention my name to, I bet 9 times out of 10, which is hard to say, they ain't gonna have nothing bad to say about me because I've helped so many people. And I ain't even
just out the love.
Just out the love. I don't even help them to say you owe me. I just wanna. I feel like it's power in numbers.
You know, sometimes it's that ulterior motive.
Yeah, that too. You feel me? Like it's like when I come to you, and you see how I'm gonna come and help versus how other niggas gonna come and help. You ain't got no choice but to crown me.
But they, you know, a lot of people, they don't went through so many messed up experiences. They can't really recognize that or embrace it because they already thinking you got something up your sleeve or you doing it because you want something in return.
Nah, but when they see...
Just hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, you're right. You 100% right. It's just, like I say, and that's why I move the way I move, because I want you to see without a doubt. I ain't on that. I don't want nothing from you, bro. If I tell you, look, bro, this what it is, man. If you need something from me, hit me up. That's just what it is. I don't need nothing from you. I don't want nothing from you. I just feel like it's power in numbers. I never know when I may need you. You know, that's just life. But I ain't sat out. I don't move to say I might need you one day, so here come this. Man, I might not never see you in my life again.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, it's authentic, dog. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in this music industry, bro. It's nothing but gatekeeping. That was another thing I didn't like about it. It's the business of the shit that I don't like. The business, it fucks up the creativity. You making moves based off what's hot and what's not. You're not moving because you want to move. Like, now I understand what Michael Jackson and Prince and all of them was talking about. They want to make music based off what they want to make. No, the labels want you to do what they doing over here in London and all that. Man, fuck all that. I don't know them people. See, the label's going to stretch you thin and got 100 motherfuckers coming behind you when you say no. That what makes the music business. I don't miss nothing about that. Like, I don't have to be the biggest artist in the world. Long as I'm the biggest artist to me and the people that love what I'm doing, I won.
Did you becoming frustrated by that part of the music business, like the actual business part? Is that what makes you transition to the YouTube?
Well,
or is that just organic?
Because you got to think, back in the days, you had to be signed to be on certain platforms. You ain't getting on BET 106 or Park if you ain't signed. It don't matter how much money you got. You get what I'm saying? You're not gonna. You have to be signed to be on these platforms. So you have to think, back in the days, you had to be signed to be on MTV,
right?
Spring Break, when they was doing the BET Spring Break, 106 in Park and all that shit. You had to be signed to a label. Why? Because they fighting for that space. That little time on TV, every label want their artists to have that little 30 minutes, that little 15 minutes to come perform their hot record. They going out to the world. This when they was able to control it more. Fast forward, you got the internet. Ain't no more gatekeeping. All you need is this. This will change your life. So a lot of artists, though, like, people don't understand. Fuck a label. All you need is this. When you educate yourself and you know, going through a label hindered you from getting to the consumers. This is direct to consumers. This is how QVC made millions. Because they was doing business direct to consumer. Like, I can directly show you what I got to sell. I'm getting sales from my clothing line while we here.
That's beautiful.
It's what I'm saying. Before then, I had to go through this motherfucker to go to this month. You feel me? They gatekeep. So back then, bro, versus now, YouTube is a blessing. Because I don't need them no more. Matter of fact, what you need a label for? You don't need them. And when people say that, it's just because, I'm going to say this. If you want a bigger platform, go with a label. Huh?
That budget.
That budget. They have the machine. That's cool. The only difference is this. I know some artists right now getting $20,000 a show. Independently. The beauty of it is, they don't owe them labels nothing.
They ain't got their hands in their
They got their hands in nothing. And what that does for you, it allows you, because you can get signed to a label. Now you can't do nothing.
They control everything.
Bro, I'm going to tell you something. I would rather make $20,000 a show, dib and dab in whatever business I want to dib and dab. I don't need all the millions because it comes with too much shit. Right? Eventually, you make the right play, you'll get the millions. But if you trying to say I want to be like a Drake a puppet. He can't do what he want to do.
Break that down.
Drake couldn't make music what he want to make. They're not putting you in that position to become what you want to become. We putting you in that position, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Drake, so that when it's time for us to use your likeness to our advantage, you there for that. You got to remember, even Hollywood is a play toy to these people. These people got trillions of dollars consolidated, bro. It's not about the money. It's about the control. And that's why I say, like, a lot of times them artists, they be big, but they be puppets. They can't do what they want to do. Imagine a lot of these artists, bro, when they want to kill themselves, they going through depression. It's not what they think it is. And it ain't worth, no money on earth is worth that, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I can have $100 million, but I'm empty inside. You got millionaires that kill themselves. People that's depressed. Like, come on. You see it. You got to say, well, why? You got the fame and the money. That's not it.
They don't sold their soul.
You empty inside. And then you got to move when they say move. A lot of these niggas you see in Hollywood, The Rock, Eddie Murphy, they've been acting all these years and getting these big roles. It's because they doing according to the plan, what they tell them to do.
They be saying that about Kevin Hart a lot more.
Him too.
Recently.
Bro, you're not gonna be that successful in that arena if you're not doing what they want you to do.
You truly believe that?
I know that.
You said it ain't about the talent.
I know that.
It ain't about the hustle.
It ain't about that. When you get to that magnitude, it's about them bringing you in and changing your life. They know they finna change your life. That's a given. But can we use you?
So what do you think about, like, for example, somebody like Dave Chappelle who was booming? He decided not to take that deal. He took a little hiatus. he came back. Now he doing his own thing and they throwing money at him. Do you feel like he had to go over to the other side, or he still just sticking to his?
I think he's sticking to his gun because he's very vocal about it. And you ain't never seen him in the dress.
That's an exception then. So you don't think it can be done. So it can be done then. Without selling yourself.
Of course.
But you making it seem like when you make it to that well, I guess Dave Chappelle ain't no Kevin Hart or The Rock or nothing like that. So that's what you said.
Yeah, it's like you're not gonna see Dave Chappelle on no big movies. You're not gonna see that.
He ain't known for acting though.
I mean, just the fact like he's big enough to get a TV show worth $55 million. That's huge.
I feel where you coming from.
But you'll never see him in that arena acting on no Disney movies like The Rock. Cause when you get so high up, if you ain't playing they play, it's fuck you. You don't see Wesley Snipes no more.
Man, after that tax thing and all of that, it was like,
look at Terrence Howard.
He came out and said they paid him pennies, man. Like
$12,000.
That's crazy.
See, what I'm saying is for you to get those big roles, you got to play the game they want you to play. You got to play the game. Bro, it ain't about... Bro, when you get so high up, you don't have no respect for this shit. You don't got no respect for no music. When you see this shit can be bought, I seen, dog, you could buy the Grammys. You could buy this shit. Everything is to be bought. This shit is football is scripted. You know that, right?
Man, talk about it, man.
Listen, homie. When I say scripted, they get a script. When they practicing, they not practicing to win. They practicing the script. They know who gonna get hurt. They know who gonna win the Super Bowl. How many points? They know who gonna have a hamstring. They know everything. It's in the script. You could Google that.
Nah, do you personally know people who are in the NFL?
I'm from Bear Glade. We broke the world Guinness World Record of NFL players from one school, Glade Central. That's all we known for is football. I know plenty of them. It's scripted. When you look at the NBA and the NFL and Google it, know what they're gonna say? This is the entertainment company.
But you don't think that's because people sitting down and actually watching them play is entertainment?
It is. It's entertainment.
But you saying it from the point of view like they acting though.
They acting, homie. It's a script.
You play sports, didn't you?
Of course, I played for basketball.
It wasn't no script. I mean, I guess that's on a different level though. You talking about in school versus professionally.
Google it, YouTube it, right? You're gonna see football players not only telling you there, showing you the script. They can go in the back of the book and tell you, oh, we know who's gonna win the Super Bowl. We know by how much. I've done videos, bro, where I told them, man, they got magnets in the gloves. You ain't see from the Titans when the guy caught the ball, he tried to throw it, and he couldn't, the ball stuck to his hand, he had to take the whole glove off.
I'm gonna have to go look at that.
You know I ain't gonna get on the camera and lie about it. Go look at it.
Man, I did.
Now, when you see that, right, it ain't about what you know, it's about what you don't know at that point. If you, and let me tell you how fucked up the world is. If you, as a youngster, we all played football with our cousins. Then we went to Little League. I played Little League. I got MVP, flag. I did all that. Moving up to middle school, high school, college, just to get to the NFL. And that shit scripted. You talking about a good portion of your life. Another bitch got a game going. I remember, this is all a facade. This reality we live in, this shit fake. Right? You spent all these years of your one life just because a bitch told you had to go through all these different to get there. And you might not even make it still. But we call that making it. That ain't making it, bro. That just means you don't own shit. If I own the team, right, I can have you play for me tomorrow if I wanted to. Not 10, 15 years later. Same thing with the rap game. So when you say, oh, I made it, I didn't make it. No, nigga, you just don't own nothing. You did all this shit just to arrive at the devil's door for that bitch to say yay or nay. But you know how much control that is over people that is, bro?
I feel like if it was to that extent, a lot of athletes would already broke their silence, man, and came out and revealed that it's scripted, though.
The thing about it, bro, it was a lot of stuff that they couldn't talk about when you sign them contracts. We're talking gag orders and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
You sign a gag order, Hell yeah, you sign a gag order. You sign it saying if this happens, I'm gonna have to pay this. I'm gonna do the jail time. I'm gonna do it. No,
but it's still considering that there's some people who gonna rebel though.
They did. It's just hard to get that information. I can show you people who've done commentary who will tell you when Vegas make the call, we know who gonna win. This shit about money, dog. Super rigged, homie. All this shit about entertainment. That's it. The further I got up in music, the more I realized this shit is fake. I don't respect the music business. And I can tell you so many different reasons why. You got people that invest in a program or a software, right? That will 100% demolish the whole essence of being a musician. We don't need guitar players no more. We got people who creating guitar riffs, which is fucking up the whole essence of even being an artist. From a guitarist, drummer, whatever. All because he invested in a software. So the essence of whatever it is you're trying to do, the soul of it is gone, bro. And when the soul of it is gone, it ain't worth nothing. Think about what I'm saying.
I'm thinking about it. Damn, the way you put it in. You see them little advertisements on the YouTube in between videos. You can buy this software to sound like a Detroit artist or a Detroit producer or like you said, a guitarist or a drummer. But they've been having that on drum machines and stuff though, even back in the day. You think it's to another level now though?
Exactly.
Because you can't say that's been on the little programs and stuff.
It has, but it was just the introduction of where we was headed.
Man, that's
I've been blessed to be in the studio with Manny Fresh. I got 2 songs with Manny Fresh. We released 1.
You got it, man.
I was blessed to be, and we did it in T.I. studio in Atlanta. Man. I was blessed to be there to see him and how he operates. Remember, I'm a producer myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a platinum producer. I sold over 1 million records.
Talk your shit, man.
So at the end of the day, I was blessed to be in the studio with Manny Fresh, saw how he operate with doing his thing. But when Petaway, I don't know if you know, Petaway, one of the baddest niggas that ever touched a guitar. When he came in there and he put the icing on the cake, it was a wrap. We talking real music. This is why I fell in love with Organized Noise.
Oh yeah.
This is why I fell in love with Outkast. If you read a lot of their credits, them boys use nothing but real instruments. It's bigger than, you gotta think, bro, it's bigger than selling records. We talking about on a spiritual level and on a vibrational level. Even the drums in Africa, the skins that they used on the drums was a spiritual thing. White folk just took it and like they do everything else. They just mismantle it, take advantage of it, and destroy it. Yeah. They whitewash it. And like I tell you, when you don't, as a culture, bro, when you don't claim your identity, they give you one. Now you lost, nigga. You don't know where you're coming from. How you know where you're going? It's like getting in the car with no GPS. I be telling my girl them all the time, man, look, you can't just blow with the wind. Where you going? What you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? So when you think about these things, even cameras, bro, everything can be weaponized. This is a weapon. And it can be used for something good or bad. So all the shit I speak, I try to change people's perception on shit. Mm-hmm. Just think, bro. Don't fuck what they tell you. What you think. Get out of that cookie cut mentality.
Like when you taking that approach and voicing how you truly feel, mm-hmm. Hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people seeing this, has that caused a lot of like your day ones or your family to kind of distance themselves from you? Because you can kind of be considered a conspiracy theorist and all of that.
I've been through that though, you know what I'm saying? But when people know your heart, bro, it's like they can see past those words because they saw your actions. Like they really saw you on the field and do what you do. They really know you that kind of person. So the real ones gonna know. You feel me? But the ones, like you say, that may stray away or may feel as though you're a threat, to me, it's going according to plan, because that's what I want. I don't want to be surrounded by people who so engulfed in this fake reality today, they in a psychosis. They just wrapped in a cocoon and don't even know it. You get what I'm saying? When you watch the movie The Matrix, bro, that's a documentary. If you could break that movie down, you could break this reality down.
Damn, break that down.
It's the same thing, like he said. when I spoke about the programs earlier, right? He didn't, if you watch the movie, he didn't know how to do Kung Fu. But they programmed it in his mind. Remember? When he was sitting in the thing like this, they just stuck it in the back of his head. Yeah. That's the brain, bro. If I program you as a black man to say black men ain't shit, black women cheat, black men this, I'm programming you to think that. So when you look at who's controlling your information, those are the people that's controlling you. You have to think, bro. I could put you in a situation to handle a job. And I could put this person in a situation to handle a job. If that person has the program in order to process and do the job and you don't, you at a disadvantage.
Man, you know how you was talking about they been investing into them programs.
Of course.
Supporting like the, eliminating like the need to have real like instrumentation and stuff like that.
Exactly.
What you think about like AI, how you can just log on, man, for example, copy and paste a description for your YouTube video and ask them to enhance it and all that, and at the drop of a second.
Yeah, man.
I think it's gonna go from that to them actually like. I mean, not to give my personal opinion on it. What you think about that, bro? Like them incorporating and introducing AI, man.
All they doing, and this is what they doing.
Making people lazier.
They doing that, but what they basically doing is they're making us be more susceptible to this new way of whatever this is. So in the future, it's like saying, let me give you a good example. It's like before we didn't have cars that drive on their own. Now we do, right? If you're at a certain age bracket, you're gonna see it this way. And if you're younger, you're gonna see it this way. But if you ain't never experienced it and don't know the difference between when cars wasn't driving by themselves and when they now driving by themselves, you have nothing to compare the old and new with. You born in the middle of this shit.
Yeah.
That's even worse. So your whole reality is cars drive by themselves. So as they move down the timeline, and as you get older, you on your way out and they working on a new batch. All they doing, dog, is making us a curve in the way we see life and accept life. So in the future, of course, you ain't gonna have to, AI gonna be doing everything for you, making you lazier. But when you go back to try to say, I'm gonna go back to the old way, what is the old way? Who is doing the old way when all the people around you are young? They don't know the difference. They don't have the programs like you got. Comprehend what I'm saying. You got the program to say, man, we used to pump gas and woo-de-woo. When your son that's 5 become 20, man, he don't know nothing about that shit. He don't know nothing about it. Not just him, everybody in his age bracket. Imagine trying to tell them, nah, that ain't the way to go. This is the power they have through entertainment. When you look at the bigger picture, man, this shit ain't got nothing to do with a football, homie. Nothing to do with a basketball. Nothing at all. Pretty soon, when you fast forward 50, 60 years from now, bro, the world gonna be so dumbfounded and so controlled, you feel me? It's over. We gonna be dinosaurs. We gonna be in a glass case, and them kids gonna be down there pure all white, cause that's all they trying to do. They trying to create this eugenics. They trying to create a pure white race. This is where Hitler got this shit from Margaret Sanger. She created eugenics, Planned Parenthood, which Bill Gates' daddy was the president or the owner, the one that ran it. And what Planned Parenthood at in the hood? Where the fertility doctors at? In the suburbs. Come on, bro. This is a simple situation. Think about it. You going up for a headache, Planned Parenthood, here come birth control. Your feet hurt, here comes some birth control. We don't want you niggas to reproduce no more children. But all the fertility clinics are in the suburbs because they're not producing enough kids.
Damn, man. Man, that's deep, man.
So I break it down to you like that so you can get a bigger picture, and you really get a picture, you start to say, yeah, this shit got nothing to do with football.
Hey, man, I even mentioned like the AI. I want to ask you this, though. I ain't going to hold you, man. And I definitely, before we leave, man, I want to touch on the financial literacy. But before that, it's been an influx of like immigrants
coming over
the last, especially it seemed like, man, they've been. I remember how it was 2 years ago compared to now versus 10 years ago. But in a place like Florida where it's already been such a diverse place, but I'm talking about like something like a Georgia or a Tennessee or you see even New York, et cetera. Like, man, what's your thoughts on everything going on right now?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna be honest. I be so engulfed in other stuff that really intrigues me. With that, I never really just looked into it. I just know it's something.
For sure.
That's all I need to know. I'm to the point now. I just know it's something up with that. Them bringing all these people in like that, and not just bringing them in. They actually giving them shelter. They giving them more than they giving their own citizens.
Yeah.
And people gotta understand what a citizen is. A citizen is when you're a part of America, and as a citizen, that means you're agreeing to the, being protected and being able to enjoy their amenities, right? As they think driving is a privilege. But anytime you in a situation where privileges can be taken from you, right? You operating under their trust as a citizen. That's why they don't want you. Even when you try to denounce your citizenship, watch how much hell they take you through. Why are you born in the world, dog? You gotta be, you're a citizen to them because your mama signed them over, on your birth certificate. When you get, they sign you over to the corporation, which is the United States of America. It's a company. It's a corporation. That's why they got a president. That's why they got a Secretary of State, just like McDonald's, Burger King. It's a company. That's all it is. United States of America is a company, a corporation, bro. That's all it is. And when them bringing them immigrants and shit in here, bro, I don't know what it is, but it's something.
It seems odd to me. It
is. It's very odd.
It's a question.
All of a sudden, they can come in and then, and they starting to do crime and stuff. But like I say, man, when a person controls your education, they control what you think. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like as black people and people in general, period, when you got another group of people speaking for you, you at a disadvantage, off rip. How can a Jewish man speak for me? And they not even Jewish.
They can't even relate to you.
Yeah, they the fake Jews.
The real Jews.
We are the real Jews. Bro, they can't even walk across the Sahara Desert for 40 hours without getting sun poison from the sun. You got melanin, neuromelanin, not melanin. You got neuromelanin, carbon, electricity. Why you think when they revive your ass, they clear, they hit you with electricity. You got that flowing through you, my boy. You got a direct connect to the sun. They don't, which makes them soulless. They can't have a soul. This is what the Egyptians was talking about on the hieroglyphics with the center cut out. That mean they got no ba. They called it ba. It can't have a soul. They don't have no neuromelanin.
Like ba, like B-A-R or B-A?
B-A-A.
B-A-A, okay.
Ba. So there's no way they can have a soul. This is why they can hire you 40 years and fire you like that if they don't meet the numbers. I don't give a damn. These people are soulless, homie.
Man, like with you being a father with 4 kids, I don't know what the ages are now, but just looking at how things are changing like rapidly, more and more nowadays. Are you concerned for them?
Of course, all the time. And the thing about it is, I realize, and no disrespect to their mom, because all of us cool like this to this day. We all cool. No disrespect to their moms, but I wouldn't have a child unless I know the mother is 100% on that. We on that level, like a platonic level like that, to where I can say, look, and they'll follow suit, or they already know. But I can't blame them 100%, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people just caught up in these worldly ways, So, but I damn sure, yeah, of course. But they know what time it is with me, you know what I'm saying? I feed them. I make sure they got herbs. I make sure they got certain things. I send them certain shit for they to see for themselves, you know what I'm saying? And they know what time it is. I'm going to do my part to let them see, like, look, this is what it is, and this is why.
That's 100, bro. Well, I was just curious, man, considering your perspective on everything and just the climate of the world, But just lastly, man, you got, like 300,000, I don't know how many subscribers you got. I know you got a lot of subscribers on YouTube.
300 something, 300 close to 350,000, I think.
So you got multiple videos that went viral.
Yeah.
What I want to touch on, man, is just like I was mentioning earlier, in school they ain't teach you the financial literacy or nothing like that. Like, can you drop any game you can drop, man? Like as far as on the importance of like just credit and just having your money work for you. What's the best ways to invest? You know, just any game you can drop, bro.
First of all, people got to look at money. It's a tool. You know what I'm saying? First of all, it's a tool. That's it. And the first thing I would tell people is stop trying to do everything on your own when you got a family. You know what I'm saying? The first thing you need to do, it's just, I'm going to say the smartest thing to do. If it's you, if you the mama, the father, and you got 3 kids, y'all all work for each other. Do not allocate that energy to another boss, right? And if you do that, build money to where y'all can get a business. Think about it, bro. If you got a business, you won't have to make a certain type of money because your kids are your employees and you get tax breaks from that, right? First thing to do, get a business together as a family. I won't give a damn if they don't want to do it. This is what we got to do because this is what fuck us up, right? We live as individualistics or individualism, meaning we do everything on our own. And I made this example before, meaning if you do the opposite of what I'm telling you, that means y'all got 5 people living in the house. 5 people leaving the house going to work for 5 different bosses, trying to get 5 different cars, and then eventually trying to get 5 different houses. That's damn near impossible. Think about what I'm saying. If y'all work together, 1 house, maybe 2 automobiles, until you can get a 2nd house, until you get a 3rd house. But the business you working, got to go work anyway. You building it to where y'all control it. This y'all business. Now your kids got a financial hub versus you helping another motherfucker have a financial hub, right? It just don't make sense. But we've been taught to be individualistic, do everything on your own. A motherfucker go broke just to say I got a house. You broke, nigga. You won. If you paying February rent with January money, you 1 accident away from being on the streets. But we've been taught this. Remember I told you about the programs. Other countries are collectivism. This is why they live in 1 house together. We used to pick at the Mexicans living in 1 house. When you look at it, man, the Mexicans own a whole block now. And they got a truck company with 6, 7 trucks. Because they what? They printing money. Remember I told you? You got to print money. The problem is with us as far as blacks, we've been taught to work for ourselves.
It didn't used to be like that, though.
It didn't. It was until segregation.
Oh, okay.
Segregation was the worst thing that happened to us. And I'm going to say this, and I don't want them to fry me for this, but I want them to understand this. We have to damn near blame that on Martin Luther King. And it wasn't that he wanted something bad for us. That's not what I'm saying.
Man, before we left off, you was talking about MLK, you know, and segregation, how that was pretty much the worst thing that could have happened for black people, but segregation. Elaborate a little bit more on that, dog.
It is. Segregation, the worst thing could have happened to black people because it made us want to be like them. You know, before that, we was forced to buy from each other because we couldn't buy from them. We was forced to buy, and we had black bus stations, we had taxi companies, we had hotels, stores, banks. We had all that before segregation. And another reason why they wanted to segregate everything was because we was becoming more accurate and more productive with things, products, as black people. So when you suppress people, you strengthen them in another area. It's kind of like when you take a person's hearing away or their eyes away, their hearing become their eyes. So when you suppress a group of people in one area, you strengthen them in another. You can't escape harmony. That's a universal law. That's just something you can't escape. You see what I'm saying? Everything is about balance. But when we segregated and we went to their schools and we was able to do things with them, it made blacks not want to spend with blacks. It made blacks want to be around whites, spend with whites, right? And be looked at as white. And you getting away from your original culture. You see what I'm saying? Had we stayed together and we was forced to stick together, because everybody make money off us, except for us. Trap music, you can name every country around the world that got trap. They got trap Japan, they got trap music in everywhere. Yeah. But we don't copy them, they copy us. Everybody make money from us, but us. Segregation screwed us up, and you have to somewhat blame Martin Luther King. And that's not to say in a bad way. It's just saying that he wanted something from a group of people that didn't want that. You can't be rational with the unrational. It would have been a great thing for us all to march together and hold hands. But no, that ain't their agenda. You know what I'm saying? The difference between him and Malcolm X said, why would I want to eat with people that don't want me around them? Martin Luther King was like, he had a dream, you know, we're going to hold hands, we're going to come together. And that was a great dream. It just with the wrong people. You see what I'm saying? Malcolm X was like, fuck it, let's go to war. Malcolm X even went against the Nation of Islam. What nigga you know did that? And started building his own nation because of the things he saw that went on. Now, I don't know what went on. I don't know what it was. But for him to do that, it take big balls to do that. He was a special dude. You know what I'm saying? He wanted, he saw what he saw and was starting to build his own nation. That's why they did what they did to him.
In front of his family.
And the thing about it is this, bro. You know, I'm going to try to say this to be respectful as possible. You can't be around as a group of people this long, right? And nothing happened to you. It's a difference between being killed and being assassinated. That's what I say, nigga. I'd rather earn my death. You know what I'm saying? You got groups out there from this group, that group, whether it's religion, whatever it is. Up to this day, nothing changed. If any change came about, right, it'd have been this would have happened, that would have. Even the president that got shot in the car, Kennedy. What he was trying to do? He was trying to get rid of the CIA. See, when you do real work, they come after you. But when you don't, they just pacify you, let you do your little thing. You got to think about that. And this go for all groups. I don't give a damn who it is.
With you being somebody who's outspoken and enlightening your viewers, has that placed you in a mind frame where you feel like you potentially could be a target?
Yeah. You know, but like I say, when I pray to the ancestors, I pray to be used as a vessel for whatever I'm here to do. Like I see beyond death. I see beyond the flesh. Like, why would I want to be here and I know it ain't right? You know what I'm saying? How can I party? How can I hang out? And I know it's people suffering, dying, and from starvation, and people being lied to. You know what I'm saying? This ain't it right here. So whatever I'm here to do, bro, I'm ready to do it.
No fear.
No fear.
No, you said no, we don't worry.
No worry. For what? You know what I'm saying? For what?
But to get back on track, all based around, but that went back to before segregation, financial literacy, just a financial stability for black people was a lot better than afterwards. Because that's what I asked you as far as like the core with the financial literacy. You talking about all in one household, starting a business together,
that's
going
the
from
issue.
there, then investing, etc.
That's the issue, bro. That's from what I see. I done seen people with millions. They broke now, so we know you can go broke. That's nothing, bro. You know how many football players, basketball players go broke? I just saw the dude, I can't think of his name, man. That man driving trucks now. NBA player, Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer?
Driving trucks. I can't think his damn name, man.
Look that up.
He driving trucks now. You might can find him. Just look up the NBA legend. Went broke. Now he's a truck driver. And it's not just him, it's a lot. Matter of fact, I want to show you where this guy.
Shoot me a link to it, yeah.
Well, this guy was about to teach these basketball players financial literacy. And the actual league called and canceled it. They didn't want them to teach them financial literacy. And the coach, he stood on business. He said, why wouldn't you want me to do that? He said, now you don't want me to get a press out here, you know what I'm saying, and start some. But how many people gonna stand up for you?
That ain't coming, man. Yeah.
So listen, bro, never educate. Karl Malone, that's him.
Are you serious? He driving trucks now?
Karl Malone. I couldn't think his name. Karl Malone. And we all knew he was a beast.
For the Jazz, him and Stockton.
Stockton, the white boy.
Yeah. Damn, but it say he started his own business. So maybe he doing that because he want to do it.
Yeah, but
hopefully he have to resort to that like he went broke or nothing.
Basically. So what I'm saying, a lot of them go broke, bro. A lot of them, they don't have financial literacy. You got to think, bro, these people is not in business to educate you to overthrow them. This is going to always be an uneven playing field. Think about it. The world ain't dumbfounded on purpose. I mean, the world ain't in the situation we're in for nothing. Black people ain't that dumb. People ain't that dumb. You just ain't being taught that. Yeah. And you're being taught by people who regulate this shit as they go, as they see fit. Like I told you, dog, paperwork, your paperwork is more stronger than a gun. Paperwork, your John Hancock is more powerful than a gun. Because you got people dead right now, still controlling your life, that wrote constitutions when they was here. We talking in the 1800s, dog. Think about this shit. You got people right now dead making more money than you alive. This how greedy these people are. Them bitch dead. This is their construct, bro. If anything broke, like people talk, oh, you always want to blame the white man. Y'all want to, well, nigga, who the fuck got you paying bills every 30 days? Damn sure ain't no black man.
Taxes, all
who the fuck got you doing all this shit, bro? And niggas be all this, oh, black man this and black man this. Like I say, when they speak about relationships, you're speaking of the effects of what another group of people did to you. You're not speaking of the core problem. You see what I'm saying? How the fuck can black people stick together when there's another group of people using everything they can to show you, nigga, you ain't shit. Nigga, I'm gonna throw you in jail. Your churn ain't shit. The fucked up music. The twerking online. But yet, the environment we in doesn't align with who they say we should be. Black family, a black man. And there's no representation of it. Out of sight, out of mind. When you see a scary movie, dog, that shit scare you for a day or two. Then it withers away. Yeah. They got to keep drilling you every day. Nigga, you ain't nothing. Nigga, you ain't shit. Now we gonna sign this nigga. Let him get on. I like that song he got. Fuck these hoes. They got Sexy Red doing songs talking about fuck my baby daddy. She pregnant on stage. Ain't no more smoke in the atmosphere with no shoes on. By another group of people that don't look like you. So right now, black people don't have the power to even change that perception. Why? They don't have no fucking TV stations, radio stations. They don't have no football league. They have nothing, bro. And another group of people that don't look like you is putting you and your people out there to the world. This is the perception of what a black man and black woman is. But hey, black relationships fail. Nigga, you can't even you can't even tell the narrative of your own people because you don't have the power to do it. And they not gonna let you use their stations. They're not gonna let you borrow their radio stations to pump and promote black liberation. You done lost your damn mind. These people make millions off your ignorance. Dog, ignorance is the most expensive thing in the world. Because you're going to pay for it.
Damn. Man, you done dropped a lot of game during the interview, man. And I don't want to hold you, man. I definitely think we got a classic. So, but that's the basis as far as like to bring it back with the credit. Like, so a youngster, man, who...
With the credit?
They still getting their life together, you know. They may have a little savings, you know, but...
I tell you, man, do this, man.
They living day by day.
I'm going to break that shit down, bro.
Check by check.
Yo, do this, man. If you want to survive, you're a youngster, you fresh out of school, you just had a kid, you and your girl. First, I advise you not to have children from women you're not going to marry. Trust me, because you ain't going to want to let nobody else raise your child, for one. For two, let your old lady or find someone that's money manageable and no bookkeeping. Even if you got to send her to school, let her balance the books in the household. I'm speaking of real relationship. Because if you scared to let your significant partner know how much money you make, I'm not talking about y'all. Y'all ain't going to make it. We're talking about real relationships. All that, don't let the left hand know what the right hand doing. We're not talking about y'all people. People who can put and consolidate everything they got, because two people going to always outdo one. Let's get that out of the way now. But let your lady be the bookkeeper. Know how much money coming in, how much money going out. When you learn credit, right, you'll learn that money don't mean nothing. Use credit for everything. I'm not talking about debit, not debit, credit. When you learn how to leverage your credit, right? This is when you put yourself in a position, right, to learn how to use the bank's money to fund whatever empire that you're trying to do. There's no business out there that doesn't use credit. We're talking multi-millionaires, right? They use credit. They use the bank's money. Why? Why would they tie up their money when they can use other people's money? So when you bring your money to the banks, they loan your money out to people like them who got good credit, and they make money off your money. This is how banks operate. So banks need people to come in with good credit to loan money to so that they can make money. So once you understand this, bro, and once you got the right person or right woman in your corner, you're going to always be way better than everybody else trying to do it on their own. Use credit for everything. You got to buy gas, groceries. You got to pay for the school. You got to do this. Use credit. Build your credit. You got to pay for it anyway.
So what if they get a credit card, they doing all of that, but they can't pay off the monthly balances and they getting hit with them interest charges? Does that affect their credit negatively?
It won't, because like I say, that's why I said get someone who can
bookkeeping. Oh yeah,
get
I got you.
Because that's the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Once you get someone who good with balancing, all credit is and financial literacy is being able to be not consistent, but what word I'm looking for? Responsible. That's all it is. Meaning you got 10 different cards. Somebody need to say this card need to be paid off on this date, and this is how much it is. This card got to be, you need to balance it and be responsible. If you do that, you'll have no problem.
All right, that's 100, man. Papa Duck, man. Appreciate you chopping up with AHumbleSoul, man. If they want to get up with you, buy some of the merch, lock in.
Yeah.
They want to do music, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, get you on their podcast or whatever the case may be, man. Let them know how to get in contact with you, bro.
Hey, man, just you can email me at papaduckpromo@gmail.com or hit me on Instagram, which is Papa Duck and the numbers 561. So that's Papa Duck 561. Follow me on all platforms, man. YouTube, just type in Papa Duck. Facebook, type in Papa Duck fan page, all right? But I mainly be on Instagram. You will catch me on there. Everything else is kind of saturated. I can't really check all those messages. And like I said, man, hit the website, man, ubuntuapparel.com, man. Grab you some gear, and I thank you in advance, you feel me? So, yeah, it's been a pleasure, man.
Oh, for sure.